Hello guys, welcome to Samanz classes. In this video we are going to focus on prose styles. So let's first talk about what prose is. In the previous video I had told you the definition of prose. Let's just get into it a little bit briefly. So prose follows a natural pattern of speech and communication. Okay, it is a straightforward discourse in ordinary usage. It has a grammatical structure and sentences and paragraphs. Okay, it has a grammatical structure with sentences and paragraphs. Unlike poetry, it is in stanzas. It follows rhyme, rhythm, and metrical structure. But prose does not follow that. It is in paragraphs and sentences. It uses everyday language. Sentences and thoughts continue across lines. Free flowing thoughts come under prose. So now there are four common styles or forms or types of prose. Okay, generally it is divided in four topics, four types or styles. Non-fictional is one, fictional is second, heroic prose third, and prose poetry fourth. We will go in a little detail in all these styles, but first please subscribe to my channel. If you like my video, if you're understanding it, then please give this video a thumbs up and also click on the bell icon near the subscribe button so that whenever I put out videos you are notified about it. Okay, let's talk about non-fictional prose. It is based on true stories. Non-fictional means something which is based on the factual account of events, okay, or information. Anything that has actually happened, something which is facts, which are facts. Okay, for example, textbooks, newspapers, biographies, autobiographies, essays, journals, letters, etc. These things come under non-fictional prose. Then also, I think one example I would give of non-fictional prose is there is a prose form which is by Anna Frank. It is the diary of a young girl. It is based on her actual journey, her actual experiences in life when she was hiding with her family during the Second World War. So that is one example of non-fictional prose. Next comes fictional prose. It is the most popular type of literary prose. It is used in novels, short stories, and novellas, fantasy, historical, and scientific fiction. The most famous form and the most used form is fictional prose. It is a genre of writing that is imagined and untrue. It need not be based on true events. It is imaginary. The writer's imagination can be, it could be on some other universe or some other planet or anything. Those are fictional prose which are not based on the actual events. Then heroic prose. Heroic prose are a literary work. Heroic prose is a literary work that is either written down or preserved through oral tradition, but it is meant to be recited orally. Heroic prose is meant to be recited orally. It uses hero archetype in order to tell stories of bravery and travel, in which good triumphs over evil. These may use tricks such as rhyme or slight rhythmic structure in order to enhance the effect on the reader when it is read out loudly. And it is not same, it is different from the ancient hero tales because they were written strictly in heroic verse, sorry, in poetic verse. They were written strictly in poetic verse, so it is different from that. It is not like that. Also, heroic prose usually is a legend or a fable. These things come under heroic prose. The 12th century Irish tales revolving around the mythical warrior Finn McCool are an example of heroic prose. Then next comes prose poetry. Prose poetry uses certain poetic qualities in order to add a lyrical or a aesthetic value to the writing. It is not exactly poetry, but there are certain poetic elements in the prose, to bring that kind of aesthetic value or the lyrical value. And it does not follow any strict metered form, no, but there are certain qualities that are used in poetry which are used in prose poetry. This style of writing creates bolder emotional effects, and it relies on mostly on metaphors, imagery, in order to create a similar reaction in readers, like the poetry does. So it is, for example, I can give you a example in this. French poet Charles Baudelaire, he wrote prose poems, including one of his famous work would Be Drunk. It starts off with the lines, and if sometimes on the steps of a palace, or the green grass of a ditch, in the mournful solitude of your room. So here you can, when you are reading it, when you're hearing it, you can understand a little bit of poetic kind of element in the style of writing. So that is prose poetry. Guys, don't think that this is it and this is the whole definition. In this video, I am just telling you the summary of these prose styles. These are like commonly used, and commonly they are divided in 4 parts. But you need to know a little more in detail about these styles, which I am going to tell you in future videos. But here, right now, just understand that prose is divided in these 4 parts largely. Okay. Also, I forgot to give you an example of fictional prose. That one example you can write down: Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights. It tends to use long, winding sentence structures in order to convey the tendency to become obsessive, which is a trait found in several characters. In fictional prose or in fiction, prose can be manipulated in order to create very specific stylistic effects. And there are many more examples of fictional prose and all, but I'm going to go in detail in a different video. After this video, I'm going to release a video on autobiography and biography, and after that there are going to be other videos on prose styles in a little more detail. And please stay tuned if you want to uh, learn about that. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also click on the subscribe button and the bell button near the subscribe button so that you are notified whenever I upload such videos. and also give me your feedback. And if there are any queries or questions that you want to ask, you can always ask me in the comment section. Okay, bye.